In 1 John chapter 4, starting in verse 2, it says, "By this you know the Spirit of God. Every spirit that confesses Jesus as the Christ, who has come in the flesh, is from God. But every spirit that does not confess Jesus is not from God. And this is the spirit of the antichrist, which you have heard is coming and now is already in the world." That's in the NET. I'm just going to check the King James real quick. "By this you know the Spirit of God. Every spirit that confesses that Jesus Christ has come in the flesh is of God. And every spirit that does not confess that Jesus Christ has come in the flesh is not of God. And this is the spirit of Antichrist, which you have heard was coming and is now already in the world." And the thought I was having was, first, that to say that Jesus Christ has come in the flesh admits that Jesus Christ existed outside of the flesh. But then as I was looking deeper at this, it seems that John might be saying, from the standpoint of Jesus Christ has come in our flesh. By this you know the Spirit of God. Every spirit that confesses that Jesus Christ has come in the flesh is of God. So the Spirit that lives in you reveals to you who He is. Paul said in 1 Corinthians 2 that no man knows anything save the spirit of a man, but we have the mind of Christ. We have the Spirit of Christ, so we know the things of God by that Spirit that lives in us. So to confess that Jesus Christ has come in the flesh, as in come in our flesh in the form of the Holy Spirit, that shows that we know the Spirit of God. By this you know the Spirit of God. And every spirit that does not confess that Jesus Christ has come in the flesh is not of God. The spirit of Antichrist. So to deny that Jesus Christ is here in us, living in us, is Antichrist. The religious spirit, because we believe Paul is always talking between two different sets of believers, not unbelievers and believers. Two believers is one that says Jesus is up there on His throne and He has nothing to do with us until He's coming, and the Holy Spirit is a different person who lives here. That's the one that indwells us. But that's a religious thing. That's a religious lie. Where what John, I believe, is saying is the confession that Jesus Christ has come in the flesh, that He has come into our flesh, which reveals the truth that Jesus is the Holy Spirit, and that's who lives in our hearts. The Spirit of our God, whereby we cry, Abba, Father, because it's the Spirit of His Son. The Spirit of His Son is simply Him, the Spirit of the one that He sent, His very self, the one who came and died in the flesh so He could live in our flesh and free us. Anyway, note for later. Don't worry.